banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
11 MT, 12, 12, 12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 11 MT, take.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. A beautiful fake. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
11, 12, 12, 12. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. And they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
11. Stop.
Another try for Mixon. And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes left side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Mixon will try the right side. They find some open field here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. The Bengals had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mixon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
12.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Here we go.
Mixon will go off tackle left. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and a couple, Burrow trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Here we go.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
12. 11. 11 mighty.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run it again with Chubb. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go with Chubb on second down. Room here to run. Oh, able to avoid him. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Chark. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Burrow on play action. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12.
From the gun to give to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
Now Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. This goes out wide from Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try and run with Mixon. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that...
Here we go, here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
To about the 40-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, here we go. I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 9. 236 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Reagor catches it left side. Touchdown! Jalen Reagor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
11, empty, Kate. 11.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.
Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Cleveland, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7.
And they'll be on the road.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the... Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Come on, set. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Lawrence. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. It's Eckler again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. From midfield now, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Again, it's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best. Let's go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. On the screen, this is Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Man open, here is Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Eckler. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring point.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
And he's going to go down. Sacked around the 17. Malik McDowell coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
K'Lavon Chaisson
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones
5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Forced out to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he gets That's halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They go play action with Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Lawrence. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong. And this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, 32 yards.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Eckler. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Ravens 44, Jaguars 37.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Lawrence. That's complete to Tony. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 90 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.